Yeah, so we're going to talk about When You Trap a Tiger, 40 through 44. Yeah, what is true strength? Anybody? Yeah,
I
Chunjae
think the true strength is understanding other people, and even we face something we fear, but
Won.
not giving up on it.
Okay, so there were two aspects about true strength that Chaewon talked about. The first one is even if you face a challenge or fear in your life, bravely face it and then try to overcome it. And then the second thing is understanding other people and being considerate. What does considerate mean, everybody? Considerate. If somebody is considerate, what does that mean? 배려심 있는, yeah, being considerate and then not giving up. That was nice. Any other? Oh yes, 은재.
I think the true strength is adapting and new things because when our human adapt and new things, adversity, when we face the same thing, we can easily get away from the same situation.
Oh, okay. So the true strength comes from your attitude of embracing difficulties and adversity into your life. At first, it's very uncomfortable and then very challenging, but then in the process of overcoming the adversity, you become stronger. Yeah, that is really nice. Anyone else? Oh, yes, Yumi. Yeah.
I think true strength is it doesn't mean the physical part, but it means the inner part where you can understand and be considerable to other people. And also it also means like not changing your mind and always fighting for what you want and what you think is good.
Oh, that was really nice. So like somebody who looks really like physically strength, like a lot of muscles on the outside, that person is not necessarily strong. The inner strength matters more. So being considerate to other people who seem weaker than you, and also having firm principles and firm convictions inside you. And then you keep your own rules that you set for yourself. That is true strength. Any other idea? Oh yes, 민재. Yeah. 이거 선생님 부르는 거는 진짜 0.1초 자유를 제일 먼저 든 사람한테 하는 거야. 그치? 그래서 빨리 들도록 하세요. 알겠죠? 민재.
I think the strength is the mind because when we have the mind, we can talk with the other friends and not getting into trouble. And the problems cannot solve by the real strong strength.
Oh yeah, so like in real life you might have the situations where you have trouble with your peers and friends, and some kids they try to solve the problem with force, but some kids try to solve the problem with open communication, like talking conversation. That is better and that is true strength. Anyone else? Oh yes, Riho. Yeah.
I think true strength defines a power to have confidence and face the problem on your lives. And the true strength is also means hope and faith. And holding on to faith on the darkest times is the best part of your eternity, maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so true strength is related with how you faces the challenges and have confidence. And so like you might not have like too harsh and rigorous challenges in your personal life, but then you definitely have academic personalities and academic challenges. And some people try to avoid it. Oh, I'm gonna do that later after playing just like one more computer game, or watching just like one more YouTube video. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my homework. That person is avoiding the challenge. But if you bravely face the challenge with confidence, that can be called true strength in your life at your age, right? And then in a situation where things seem very dark and then hopeless. And if you are willing to hold on to hope and have faith in yourself, and that is called true strength. That is really nice. Anyone else? Yes, Uyan. Yeah.
I think true strength is controlling your emotions because truly being strong can control your emotions when you face hard times and when you face faces other people. If you can control your emotions, you can make your friends peaceful.
Oh yeah, okay. So being able to control your emotion shows that you are a truly strong person. Sam, in the beginning of the novel, she felt very annoyed by the entire situation, and she showed that disturbance to other people without trying to hide it. And then that sort of created conflicts within the family. But if you are considerate to other people, you have to try to control your emotion, and your feelings should not be your attitude. Okay. Oh, that was really nice. Okay. Also, what is true strength? So on page 267, the tiger says, if you are strong, you can hold more than one truth in your heart. So I think like in Harmony's life, she has been able to hold a lot of different shades of emotions in her life. The happiness of raising children, and then happiness of conversing and having relationship with the neighbors, but then also a lot of sadness and grief about her past history back in Korea. So she was the type of person who was brave enough to contain all of this swirling, like conflicting emotions at the same time, but then having the courage to still move on, you know. So sometimes in life is not only about like happiness and like laughters and joy. There might be a lot of sadness and depression. Like even at your age, you might feel a lot of responsibility and burden. Oh, I got this homework and then I don't know how to finish it. I have like only like this time constraint. Like how can I do that? And then you're like really stressed, and then you're really depressed. But then with that burden, and then a lot of joy from your daily life, if you're able to handle that different kind of emotions at the same time, that can be called true strength, right? Yeah. So the book teaches us about emotional resilience, like how to carry those negative emotions, and at the same time seeing the beauty of life and being grateful and being thankful for the wonderful things in your life, such as your parents and your siblings, and then all the wonderful clothes and then wonderful conveniences, and then the fact that we're born in South Korea instead of North Korea, and then like all the wonderful opportunities to get educated, right? Yeah. So being strong doesn't mean being perfect. Being strong doesn't mean being tough all the time and like in being invincible all the time, but it's about like embracing your vulnerability and weakness, and then like handling it and then like dealing with it bravely. Sometimes like I feel very like not confident, and then like sometimes like really sad and not motivated. Even the teacher feels that way. Sometimes I feel like so tired and exhausted. Oh, but then like moving just like one more step, even in that situation, I think that's true strength. Okay. So let's move on to the second one. Oh, okay, Chejewa, what did you think about this one?
I think the author also wrote the ending. Harmony dies because she wanted to show to us that healing is not the only way to curing illness, and sometimes it is even better than understanding and just know what she or he are is more better than healing their uh, their illness.
Oh yeah, and then like at the beginning, we would, as readers, we would easily assume that oh, it's not always about Lily saving our Harmony, and then at the end of the novel, Harmony is gonna all get better and recover from illness, and then those two families like live happily ever after, that kind of ending. But then like so shockingly, to the contrary of our expectation, Harmony just passed away on the at the hospital, and then this is like shocking, but at the same time, it gives us a deeper and more profound lesson. As Jaewon said, healing, like being truly healed, 이렇게 치유되는 거는, it's not only about curing your physical illness, but understanding who you truly are, and then understanding your identity, and then facing your identity as it is. Oh, that was really nice. Any other idea? Oh, yes, Eunjie, yeah.
The reason also chose the sad ending because to make it more realistic.
Oh.
And I think the title of the book is Harmony Strong, because she like immigrate to USA, and Harmony need to adapt and new things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So like the author wanted to make it more realistic, and then the tiger represents the spirit of Harmony's mom. And then if you're a true mom, then you want your child to get stronger and grow out of the experience. And then according to the novel, the life doesn't just end on Earth, but then there is like another world that's awaiting for us. And then Harmony's mom wanted Harmony to get stronger and better. Okay, that was really nice. Oh yes, yes, oh.
I think the author ended the story of Harmony's death because Harmony was very stressed by her pain,
Mm-hmm.
but um, unfortunately, she died. But I think this made Harmony overcome the pain and be happy,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and become free.
Oh, okay. So like having to live with that condition, if you extend the light, it's going to be more pain. So Harmony's mom, the tiger, wanted to relieve of the pain and then let her go peacefully. Okay, that was really nice. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yunha, what was it?
I think I want to say that healing is not healing can heal that the heart and sadness
Mm-hmm.
and afraid
Mm-hmm.
because
Oh, so the true healing does not involve like physical like healing that happens in body, but then true healing involves the healing of the heart and healing of the sadness and then healing of the fear that Harmony having. And then Harmony has had a very difficult battle in her life, being born into the colonial South Korea and then having to experience the Japanese colonial rule, and then having to migrate from South Korea all the way to the United States, raising the two children, like dealing with that. She's had enough of her battle, and then relieving her of the battle, and finally giving a peaceful rest would be better, healing for her. Oh yes, Yumi, yeah.
Even though Harmony gets rehabilitated from cancer,
Uh-huh.
cancer can always be reoccurred.
Uh-huh.
So I think it's kind of a chosen ending for Harmony to die soon.
Uh-huh.
And I think Harmony, I thought the tiger said that true healing isn't always for physical, it also means the mental things.
Mm-hmm.
Because if Harmony throughout the whole novel,
Mm-hmm.
Harmony didn't accept the sad and stories of her past. So I think now she has to kind of accept those stories that she didn't before and understand how she is.
Oh yeah, so cancer can always occur again, and then for the entire novel and throughout her life, she just like kept those sad and dangerous and painful stories from the past that are related with Korean history inside the bottles, which is a symbol for keeping those emotions and hiding those emotions deep inside her heart, and then never facing them. But then, with Lily's help and with the tiger's help, she was able to finally get them all out and face them, come to terms with the past, and that is the true healing. Now the true healing is complete. Now she can have her final rest. That is the next step for her. Okay. Oh yes, Uyoni. Yeah.
I think older thought that true healing was not about physically getting better.
Mm-hmm.
She thought that healing is about resting and not having concern.
Mm-hmm.
So the harmony is that so she could rest in heaven and heaven would have no concern and be happy forever.
Oh yeah, so like having the opportunity to spend time on earth is a great blessing, right? We have this like body, like flesh and bones, and we can enjoy all the pleasures to our five senses. We can look, get the beautiful things, eat something really pleasurable. But like as time moves on, we face a lot of challenges and pain, and eventually we get old and sick. So sometimes like our earthly journey can be considered a pain, and there might be a good ending to that. It was a like proper ending to that. Okay. Oh yes, Doa.
So I think the author choose Grandma dies because Grandma will be more painful
Mm,
and stressed
mm,
and suffering because she's leaving
mm,
us sick. And the author
mm,
think the real healing is going to the sky and
mm,
meet her parents and
mm.
look for Lily and Simon, her mother, what they are doing.
Oh yeah, so like if she extended her life even further, it's going to be painful and more suffering is going to be waiting for us. So it's better to like go to heaven and be reunited with her family. Yeah, who has been relieved of their pain. Okay, Riho.
So I think true healing is, like Uni said, is already chosen, and you have to accept the reality and the future. And grandmother, the harmony had finished their duty since. So I think that's the true healing, and not being painful and just get away the concerns and the stressful things in the past.
Oh yeah, our like earthly journey consists of a lot of concerns, a lot of grief, and then finally, like the ones that are left behind, we would like mourn over the death. Oh, everybody, and then, but then if you think from that person's perspective, like who passes away and moves on to the next chapter of life, we don't really know whether there's heaven or like there's a second chapter in life or not. But then that person, if you try to understand from that person's perspective who's deceased, he or she would be like, oh, I have lived a good life. I have raised good children, and then I'm really happy that I'm finally relieved all of my duties and responsibility. Yeah, so that could be like nice ending. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. So you guys basically touched on all the themes that I laid out there. Yeah. So the tiger is showing that the true healing it's not necessarily about like curing our illnesses, but then like how we can understand our past and then face the painful memories bravely. And then if we understand how the past shapes the present, and if we can learn from the past events, and then if we can internalize all the lessons that we learned out of it. Okay, yeah. Oh, so that's it for novel discussion, but then we have to move on to grammar because